Hello, I'm Karen. I studied a Bachelor of Education in Primary and Middle School Teaching in USQ in Toowoomba between 2007 and 2010. Right away, I got involved in Power to Change, which was then called Student Life. My roommate, who was also my friend from my hometown, was already friends with Aaron Gibson, who some of you might know because he's still involved with Power to Change. And he would pick us up weekly for church and also invited me straight away along to Student Life weekly meetings. Over the years, I progressed to become a key volunteer, which was a new role at our uni at that time. And I mentored girls of various stages along their walk. I was also part of and ran our weekly meeting group and did some walk-up evangelism and training on campus, as well as going away 3 times a year to the Link campus, the NYC conference and summer projects at the end of each year. I loved so much the encouragement that it was to keep walking in your faith as a young adult, and the training that Power to Change has given me as well has been so amazing. I also learned a lot of confidence, a lot of leadership skills that I've been able to put into practice in other areas of my life and over time. And some highlights particularly were this idea of having a quiet time, which even though I'd been brought up in a Christian home, that really hadn't been implemented in my life. And that it was a bit of a new concept. So as I started to take on my own faith for myself, I was having to do that. I learned how to share my faith in effective and thoughtful ways. And one year, a friend of mine from another campus and I each challenged each other to have 100 spiritual conversations in a year. And that doesn't happen with people that you go through life with normally. I loved the community, not just in Toowoomba with Christians on my campus, but also in other places as we would catch up when we would go to a conference or a mission trip. It was a really special time, and to be surrounded with such amazing like-minded people to learn from and to be inspired by. Another skill I have learned through Power to Change is to take someone through Christianity Explained. And I also challenged God when I was at uni that I might take someone through Christianity Explained course once a year. And praise be to God, nearly every year I think since I've left uni, I've been given that opportunity. And I've even been able to take a group from our church, a group of people from our church, through that training of Christianity Explained, and quite a few of them have also taken people through the Christianity Explained course. Since uni, I have become a teacher, taught for a few years, then I got married to someone else who I met in Student Life or Power to Change, and now I'm a stay-at-home mum for our 3 children, Lachlan, who is 7, Amity, who is 5, and Violet, who is 4. I still work 1 day a week teaching, but I'm kept busy through the other days between playgroups, Bible studies, teaching Sunday school, having people visit our house, being on P&C committees, and cooking and decorating cakes, as I've just started selling them this year with my new little business hobby called Beautiful Cakes. You can check me out on Facebook or Instagram. Life is pretty full, but we are so blessed. And in previous years, I've also had the privilege of catching up with somebody who is currently in Power to Change, doing like a mentor by distance thing, catching up once a week on the phone. And I did that for about a year. I grew up in Moree, and since returning to this town, I've been able to get involved in lots of different aspects of ministry at our church, namely evangelism, training, women and children's ministry. And I'm also on a committee this year that is running a women's conference in our town called WIRA Conference, W-I-R-A, look it up. And Power to Change and the skills that I learned there have been tools that are always in my toolkit. Many times over the years, I've recalled a strategy or a conversation I had in my uni days that helped me to encourage someone in their evangelism or in my own. Power to Change grew my desire to evangelism in a way that I had no idea I had before. They grew my passion for other people to know Jesus so that they can tell other people about Jesus. and have motivated me to be the one person that someone knows who truly loves Jesus. And at times I will hear Cam Fletcher's voice in my head with one of his stories where he shares how he's heard someone get stuck in a conversation before, and then I can recall his solution of where to go next, or just his encouragement, and that it's our responsibility to just take the initiative to start the conversation and leave the rest to God. You've probably heard lots of these lines before because they're so good and they're just so central to what Power to Change is all about as well. And I'm so thankful for the way that Power to Change has poured into my life over the years, far beyond my university years. I can't wait to get to heaven and see all the people who know Jesus because of the work that they've done. And we continue to financially support and be on email lists for several Power to Change contacts. We love hearing about how things are changing and also how things are staying the same. We're still in contact with many of our Power to Change friends who we met through uni days, and I've caught up with them a few over the years. I just cannot speak highly enough of my experience with Power to Change and the way that they have encouraged me and challenged me over all these years.